saying, look at here. He has parts after parts after parts. Now we just need somebody to put everything together. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Slowly but surely.
But the welding guy gonna come by and weld up some last few things on this here, then we'll be ready to put everything together. All right, the paint has dried and we're gonna start assembling stuff today.
Put it together.
Got the racing coil spring hanging up right there, getting it dried, and we'll come back and show you more stuff as we get more stuff put together. But we're fixing to try to get it where the front end will be rolling again today.
Well, we have got an absolute disaster in here. Yeah, we got crap everywhere. But we got some things assembled. We got everything's just finger tight. We're trying to get everything sort of mocked back up like it was, and we're having to do a few things, and like the upper, got that shock situated on the passenger side. We hadn't had it on there yet, and we made some little bump stops, so when we turn it back, bam, it hits that right before the back of the corner here hits the shock. So yeah, we got that fixed. We put the new drag link piece in, put the new tie rod ends in, cleaned up the tubes, put the steering box in. It had a notchy spot in it. Took the cover off here, the top piece off, and it had grease in it. You could smell gear oil, but it had grease packed in it. So I'm assuming the seal was bad at one time, or still is, and leaking. So I just put a little bit more gear oil in it and let it eat. So and adjusted this a little bit because I think the guy had run it in and had it tight, and it had a hard spot in it. So we loosened that up a little bit, got the depth readjusted, and it's better now. So we got the other, we just welded a little piece of 1/2 inch round rod to the end of that, so that's the bump stop for here to keep the corner from bumping the shock. It's almost all the way full tilt like normal, but you know, shock usually goes here, so that's not an option with screw jacks, but we're good with it. If it takes me a little bit bigger area to turn it around, it'll just be what it is. But so yeah, we've just stuck the front tires back on it, and Harold took the portioning valve. It was really gritty and nasty on the inside of it. He took it home, took it apart, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and yeah, it come out looking just that color. So it's clean on the inside now. There's really nothing to it but some springs, so and little orifices. So it's all back together and clean now. So we're just cleaning up parts and reassembling, painting what we can, and if it's getting a lot of wear, like if we're having to touch it a lot, like these adjuster tubes, we'll mask those off later and repaint those when we're done, or at least remotely close to done anyway. Our next thing after we get the suspension all back together will be fill these panels, the holes, and we're removing the brake piece here, the booster. We're going to make a plate and have it where it mounts our 2-bolt regular master right there, and probably run some new down lines to the block down there. Probably skin, and probably put a little aluminum skin in between the plate, block off some of these holes, rivet it on. It'll look race car. It'll look NASCAR. But or at least old school NASCAR anyway. But yeah, just continue making a mess and see what we get into.
Well, today I got the Loco Moco. We're gonna go crazy on the truck.
Nah, just drinking not.
Yeah. We got all the front end stuff
Cleaned up, put on. We got our our ultra low buck racing steering column converted from truck stuff to got it shortened, all the VS took off of it. So the good news is the guy is ready for it next week to put the cage in it. So it's going to have the 10-point cage. It's going to have the main hoop tied into the frame, halo, the bars coming down. It's just going to have the drag style sidebar for now. And then we're going to take the front clip over there, and it's going to have the hoop going through the front, going back down to the frame rails. We're going to hang all the front sheet metal off of it. Then the back's just going to have the bar going down and welded through the frame here, probably a couple of X-rays. But since we changed this cab out, it's loose. So we got to put the sheet metal back on it, get the cab straight, bed sides back on it, and get it all measured. And we don't want the roll cage going in the truck crooked, so we got to get it as square as we can, measure off everything we can, just make sure all the sheet metal lines up. So we gutted that door yesterday. We got another old door out there we're going to gut out, put it on so we can get our body lines lined up with the doors, the back. And, we got the other bedside, we got a bunch of measurements before we took it apart last time. So we had a bunch of measurements written down on the other panel behind there. So we'll use that to help line us back up. But yeah. And we've got a little MAP gas and a little propane torch. I don't have my big bottles anymore. But that pesky old clutch pedal assembly out of the other cab, it's stuck. It is in there and it wants to stay. But we're going to heat it up and tap it on out and force its way out of there. Stick that in. But yeah, I've got a girl's old steering wheel. God, when we built the
Demon days.
22 years ago or whatever. That old steering wheel, we sanded it down and stained it with some good old fresh 1030 Havoline oil or something. But it looks the part, it looks crusty. So, yeah, let's get moving. Starting somewhere. I don't know, would it be pedals first or. And also, got a pretty good sized pile of leaves inside the air duct deal. So before my roll cage guy gets to weld and everything, I gotta get all those out.
Please. Don't want a fire.
He'd be real disappointed to smoke his shop up with a bunch of leaf smoke. So. And we're thinking about gutting the roof line, this inner layer out. Because if you notice, it's got rust holes. So I reckon between the layers, the outside the part is fine. The inside, there must be just moisture getting in or whatever, and it's rusty apparently on the backside, this inner liner. So to make more clearance, to make the roll cage more street friendly, we'll cut all this out. The roll bar can tuck up in there a little bit farther, get away from the old noggins, and then we'll just do a couple little, make a little plates to weld up to the sheet metal skin itself, and the little rods just
support everything
in case it gets any flex to it. I don't think it will. It's a truck cab, so it should be pretty stiff and solid. It's not like a car, got a big old long space area. So yeah, let's get some body panels hung on it and try to get those pedals out this morning while it's still under 95 degrees. So
Well, it's cool.
yeah.
And plus, gutting all that out, we're gonna make it lighter.
Lighter.
Cause a race truck.
I mean, it's already going to do massive smoky burnouts with the weakest motor available. So yeah. We
All
could
right.
probably even put that 3.9 V6 over there in it and have a ball with it, but we'll at least go V8 because America.
All right, let's see what we can get tore apart. And get ready for the character to the shop to get the roll cage done. Well, the truck is loaded up. Fixing to go over to the shop to get the roll cage installed, but yeah, I forgot the GoPro. So using the phone. But we'll do the GoPro whenever we go to pick the truck up. Alright, this is what you do when your truck's at the place getting the roll cage put in there. You go collect more parts.
Having to move stuff around in the shop because there's so many parts, but yeah, we're going I need the 72, 74 style 10 grill. It's not the right body style. It's a mid-80s truck, not a 70s, but you know, with the right grill and the bird bath hood, it'll have the resemblance of the truck I'm trying to replicate. So we'll ride up here to the other side of Rock Hill, South Carolina, and see if we can make some deals. I brought some barter and stuff in the back of the truck just in case. So if the guy needs some of that for his projects or what have you, we'll barter a little bit or throw some cash, whatever it takes. All of us has got, Dodge people just got stuff laying around, so we'll see what we can do. I don't know if he wants to be on
Yeah, I don't know his situation, but
the camera or not, but if so, then we're gonna do it. We're gonna meet at a Dollar General. So, you know, you gotta be careful in the marketplace. But, yeah, see what we can run across today. We're taking the air conditioning truck today because it's hot. We're a bunch of old pansies in there of old age. Why take the hot truck when you can take the cool truck?
be cool without being cool. Alright, let's go see what we can find. Well, this is what we found today on the parts run. Got the grill. The tie bar piece and a bird bath hood. So yeah, it was a pretty good trip. He's been wanting a bird bath hood to put on the race truck project, so there it is. The race truck is back. We fixing to unload it, and then we unload it, and then we go over what it looks like. But let us get it unloaded.
All right, we are back in the shop, sweating to the oldies. We got a little bit done since the last little part of the video where we got it off the trailer from getting the roll cage put in it. We got some sheet metal just hung back on there like it was before it had the cage in it. And all that stuff's tied in still. We got these bars here, they're just tacked in so we can move them whatever height we want, whatever's comfortable for getting in and out. The bottom one's just sort of cut and sitting in there. We can move them up, down, wherever. That lower one's probably going to be used to, along with the back bar, to run some steel tubing across it just to have seat mounts. But yeah, he's got it all tucked up into that little panel that I pulled out, the double layer deal, and because it had some rust in it anyway. So he's got it all tucked up since it's mostly a street truck. we'll be less likely to be banging heads on it while we're going down the road, which would be very unfortunate. But now we got the dash project going. Harold's working on it. We got a very minimal amount of the original dash left. Got the plastic piece here. Only thing we got that for is just because we have the VIN number on the other side for street use, you know. But yeah, we went ahead and got the stuff out of the floor and just stuck the motor back in the old boy. Now I've been building. We went the other week, I think we might have got a little glimpse. I think it might have said we were going on a little road trip to go pick up some sheet metal. But got the 72 grill here, which I've been eyeing that one for about 6 months on Marketplace. So I went ahead and ended up doing some swapping with an old hood scoop I had and a couple other little parts, so like a tilt column for one of these trucks and something else. We ended up doing some horse trading, so I got that stuff for nothing. So I got my tie bar, got the grill, I got a fairly rough bird bath hood, which is all I need because we gotta cut the lower skin out of this. This is gonna be a shell of a hood. We're gonna have hood pins on it and everything. But yeah, just get you caught up on trying to build this thing out now, get our dash built, and still got to do the whole back of it. I reckon I'll just quickly mount the bumper up sometime today, hopefully, so we can see what length we need to cut off at the back of this old long bed frame rail to get the bumper tucked up close to the back of this, and get our measurements right on the sides of the bed, and in the next week or two get those spot welded in place. Still got to skin the old hood out way over there, add some metal strips to the backs of these right here so we can spot weld it into place and get it where we can start fitting it up and getting the back of the truck square. So yeah, it's coming along. We just gotta keep plugging away, sweating to the oldies out here in the shop. But see what we get done today. Well, we got a little achieved today. Stuck the old grill back in it, mocked it back up, and I went to whacking on the hood. The hood we done some swapping and stuff with. Took all the inner braces out and gave it a scuff down, and yeah, got a few Clecos and stuff here and there, and holding the hood hinges on. We made up the little hood hinges here, so right now we just got in space with some nuts and whatnot, but we'll probably pop rivet them on, or maybe a little weld here and there, I don't know. But we got a functioning hood that we'll have to get some cool racing hood pin style deals. And Harold's been working in here making dash stuff. He has made that using, you know, CAD, the cardboard aided design. Yeah, using the CAD system there to make some templates for the skins for the aluminum, so it'll make that a whole lot easier to make. So that's going to be like the angle on the dash, and it's going to come down, or I think what we said, about 6 inches or so, something like that. We're going to build a frame down and go across with it. Steering wheel is coming down about 2 inches. Got to make the spacers for that, and then get some seats, get that mounted so we'll know where the steering wheel needs to be. But yeah, we chipping along. We're making a little progress. I just got the guy who done the roll bars, he's my material guy, so he's going to the beach right now, so he'll be gone for 10 days, so won't be able to get no aluminum till then, but it'll be all right. We got plenty of work to do. Gonna have to make since we have nothing in here anymore, we're gonna have to make our own headlight buckets and stuff like that. And I still got to work on these fenders to get those flared out and welded up, clear them big old tires. But yeah, we're chipping right along. We'd have made another mess, so all right, start cleaning up.
All right, well, thank you for watching, and please click the like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Later, guys.